Video. Oh, y'all want another video?
Listen. Yeah. Yes, God. Oh. Get that out of there. Listen, I just want to make sure that we can see the shirt. We can see the shirt. There you go. Listen. It's your boy Matty-Rants. Thank you so much for tuning in today. We are going to be talking about Canada versus the World Season 2, Ep.5. It is Snatch Game, the Rusical. I have thoughts. Believe it or not, I always say this, that I'd never, live up to that expectation, but I don't think I need 2 hours. I don't think I need more than 2 hours. I don't even think I need 90 minutes, if you will, for this episode. Not to be rude, but this was not one of my favorite things I got to witness on television this weekend. And I think it was also a little tough because I watched Global All-Stars Part 1 and Part 2, and then I saw this, and I'm like, yeah. And it just seems very clear where this road is going right now. So if something were to happen that would be different, I would be shocked, to be honest with you. Just so we're clear. But I also want to say that the idea of this challenge was not my favorite. I did not like how the execution happened. I think it's cool, though, that they're doing something different. So before someone comes for me, and they will anyways, whatever, it was all right, if you will. It wasn't my favorite thing. I'm also sad to see someone who I call a friend go home, but I'm also like, And then tomorrow, not to get off of Canada, but to give y'all a heads up, there is no panel, but I will be going live because we're going to be doing a Global All-Stars review tomorrow, both Part 1 and Part 2. I am prepared to defend Queen Kong the entire season. It's been a little miserable. Child, I don't even want to start. You don't even start. I'm like, yo, I've already seen so much that has just made me go, oh my God, this is too much. But I'm excited for the season. Shout out to Paramount Plus. But we'll be doing the entire global. We'll be doing the global one tomorrow, both Part 1 and Part 2. I'm going to tell you what I really, really love about it. And I'm going to tell you some things that I wish they didn't do for Part 1 and Part 2, like having girls do 2 different runways and then some people not being judged. That was really weird. Why would you do that? Why would you have these? Thank you for your outfits. Now go backstage, baby. Some of those looks deserve to have commentary and constructive criticism. I'm just saying. So either either way, we'll talk about it. And I am excited to talk about it tomorrow. It will be a long live because it's both Part 1 and Part 2. Shout out to Eva La Queen. Shout out to my sister Queen Kong. But Eva La Queen, baby. That'd be one of my favorite things I saw ever. Baby girl fought a Mega Charizard. It was everything. That is my kind of caring. But yeah, it's just, I already know this is going to be an interesting season. I know when we think about representatives from our country, we always have their backs. But I'm also already prepared for what looks like about to be, it's because. I'm just like, oh my God, we're just not going to be able to enjoy anything. Either way, I'm excited for it. Let's get my social medias out the way, and then let's go ahead and get this show started. It's at MattyRants everywhere except for X, which is now, Is that MattyRants everywhere except for Twitter, which is now X, and that's at the MattyRants. There you can find that link in the About section of my YouTube, as well as the link for my Patreon channel. If you want to subscribe to that, it's for as low as $1 a month. Check it out. It's a good time over there. I also am bookable on Cameo and Merchville at dragqueenmerch.com. I am trying to raise money today because Maddie forgot a bill, and it is an important bill. It's the cable and internet bill, the bill that I need to do this show today. So if you are interested in tipping my jar, is not necessary for your participation or for me to give you any sort of acknowledgement or love, but it is most certainly appreciated today because your girl is like, oh, we thought we took care of that. We did not. Had a nice little phone call this morning. Thank you, customer service representative. PayPal.me/MattyRants, Cash App /MattyRants, Venmo Matty-Rants. I also low-key have some good news too. There are some good things happening in the universe for me right now. So I'm like, okay, we're trying to keep our head down. We're trying to do our best. As you know, I stopped smoking. We stopped doing certain things in my life right now. And we're currently on a different path as well as my workout journey. So appreciate all of those who've shown me love on that. I do have a PO box if you want to send me something special. That's also available in my About section. And I am a current affiliate with Paramount Plus, affiliate partner with them. And I have a link for a free week with Paramount Plus available also in my About section and posted through the live chat today. If you see Emroika in the chat, that's my moderator, one of my moderators, that is helpful with the timestamps and honestly giving us the time in their day. I thank you so much, Emroika, and I hope you're having a wonderful day as well. And to the good news part before I get to this video, I remember somebody coming up in here and being very gross with me about always having to do things. Well, I might not have to move. So yeah, that has taken a completely different turn currently, and I'll have my confirmation next week. So yes, thank you. Regardless, we got to get my car fixed, and there is so much on my plate still, but that is one hurdle I am currently over. So yes. And shout out to everybody that had honestly sent me some well wishes and support, as well as like, Maddie, here's a place that trust me, I was looking for things myself. But another conversation was had, and you know, I have been nothing but great over here. I've been on time every time, high key. So, you know, yes. But yeah, shout out to them. But also we have to have a conversation because they're also going to be doing some other work with your boy internally, because I feel like the universe is sending people my way or reminding me that people do give like a tuck about me, but also like there are things I still got to fix and take care of. And I got folks that like want to like actually help. So it's like, let me stop being so hard-headed and let me just allow and let me just release. And so I'm trying to do that. I know it's late in the game, but that's what we're doing. So yeah, but just keep an eye out. I'll let you know if anything happens. But yes, currently that is one thing where I'm like not having to extremely stress about right now. And the other thing is like, well, I just need to get this car up and running. It's Houston, it's hot, and it's a very big place. But I got to do extra work with the car. And but after that though, I actually have a person who has a newer vehicle who wants to just trade vehicles with me. I just got to get the car fixed first. They don't want me to give them the car and it's not working. So possibly trading in for another car by the end of the year. Staying here, everything's coming back together. We just got to keep on the work. So God bless y'all. Appreciate you for tuning in. And yeah, again, tomorrow is Global All Stars. And again, if you want to drop a tip in my jar, please, thank you. It is importante as we are trying to keep the internet flowing here. So PayPal.me/MattyRants, Cash App /MattyRants, and Venmo MattyRants. I will be not unashamed to literally pronounce that and say that for the rest of this video. So people are sick of it. I'm sorry. A bitch is trying to crowd fundraise right now, and she's poor and the girls know it. Ask Reddit. So anywho, let's get this going today. Let's get this started. Let's get this up. once I get that car up, baby, we're going to have another job. That's another story that I'm doing because I have something else that's planned. I have things coming my way. We just got to get some stuff fixed. That's all. But yes. All right. So to this episode itself, to Snatch Game, the Rusical. Tito Burrito, wait a minute. I had opened your box last week and I didn't see you in the chat, and it makes me so sad because I literally still have remnants of said box that you sent me. That was so wonderful. Thank you for the snacky poos. I liked everything except for the pizza sticks. Those can burn in hell. Everything else was wonderful. Like, I actually have the Sour Patch Kids in the refrigerator because I can't have like sugar like that. So I like pop one a day and I'm like, okay, that's my little gummy gum. So yes, and I appreciate it. Oh, you seen it? Okay, great. I'm glad you did because I was like, I hope he's seen it. I haven't like seen him in a bit. I know you were traveling here. Okay, here we go. Sorry, I'm gonna keep my phone up, baby. We trying to raise funds today. We need at least like a good hundo. We just trying to keep this cable and internet on because it's how I work. I was a dumbass. I forgot about the stupid bit. Either way, let's continue. We're gonna make it. We're gonna be all right. This episode, woo, Nickelodeon. I'm gonna be real with you. I did not like it. I like all these people on the show. Cheryl has really grown on me, so I'm not a part of the Shaz I don't give a tuck about. There are some outfits that I will say absolutely not, but other than that, she's a joy. She's a treasure. Fierce Delicious has honestly carried the season in terms of created drama and full-on immaturity that is enjoyable and palpable at its finest. Sometimes we may not like it, but it is what it is. Somebody's got to be a brat. And it really does add to the structure. You got these two aunties over here, Kennedy and Alexis, who are very much the seasoned girls who, again, provide, because they've done this before in terms of commentary, whether it is confessional or even during the show itself. You may not like them because they're not Lemon, but they are those bitches and they've been them. And then you got Lemon, who I honestly think is going to win this season because that is how it feels. Currently the best track record, currently never been the bottom, now has 2 wins. What are we doing? And there's nothing wrong with that. And I'm here for Canada getting that W for their versus the world this season. But I'm now in the show watching going, if anybody else wins, I'd be shocked. So I'm going to watch because maybe I'll be shocked. As of right now, it does not look at all like we are going past that lemon tree in that one episode of The Simpsons where it was a turf war between Shelbyville and Springfield. That's for my cartoon heads out there. But like, I am really going, okay, we'll see. We'll see. I don't care what Eureka wrote. It's rude that she wrote all that lipstick. Lemon having this moment let me know she's getting winter arc. No shade. Shazza may be the one who is y'all are living and breathing and smoking whatever ganja for, but I don't see them winning. However, winning the hearts of people after the 2 first tries not being the best of tries, yes, absolutely, for sure. Should she have won this week if her outfit was better? Because it was cute. But if her outfit was on Lemon's level, I possibly could have seen, yes, Cheryl would have won this episode for sure. I hated this episode because I just didn't like the concept at all. But at the same time, I'm like, if we're really going to just talk about it, Cheryl and Lemon would have won. And if we're really going to go there, if they didn't even do the Rusical and they just did Snatch Game, Cheryl and Lemon would still have been the top 2. I bet your bottom dollar. I bet it. I put money on that baby. For real, for real. It still would have been top 2 regardless of the situation. Hell, we could have just did a Rusical that had nothing to do with Snatch Game. I quite believe it would have been Lemon and Cheryl. Not to say that they were destined to win because production would have made it happen. This is their kind of gig. This is their kind of geesh. No shade to Kennedy. She did amazing as Little Richard. I do remember her second run as Phaedra Parks. She wanted to play a lying lawyer, con artist. And I don't think that's Candy's, favor, because, that's a good person, right? And then she wanted to play Tabitha Brown, which hasn't been done well ever and will never be done. That lady is a kind gesture to vegan food and seasoning for folks that have never had taste in their life. Not someone for Snatch Game. And I love her down. But when she took Tabitha over, I don't even have pictures up yet. I'm just talking at this point. I told you we're going to make this a short one. Let me just let it play while I'm doing this. For real, for real. And I'm sitting over here going, you let Cat Williams go, maybe male characters are your best bet. And that may be what you need to just keep on doing, because I wanted to see her Cat. Oh, wait a minute. Look at that. I didn't even do the disclaimer. As a reminder, this program is for entertainment purposes only, and content not intended to malign any religion, race, company, individual, gender, or wigs. All opinions expressed by MattyRants and program participants are the personal views and do not reflect the opinions of every being on the planet. No hate should be sent to any of the individuals mentioned on this program, so don't be rude and grab your libations and strap in, because Matty is a talker. You're not going to be here for that much of a while. Don't post any spoilers in the chat, because you got sense. I hope. And if you're uncomfortable after viewing this program, that is not my concern. Thank you so much for tuning in. Brooklyn Cheeks Heights. Brooklyn Cheeks Heights. There we go. Caroline, thank you so very much for this tippy poo. It's definitely taking a chip at the hill I'm trying to climb on this jar to take care of a unit that is necessary for these videos here. Shout out to you on my PayPal. ADHD tax. Yeah, you know me so well. I told my dad this the other day. I was like, I told him what I'd been diagnosed with and stuff, because we was asking me questions. I'm like, oh, I have ADHD, bouts of severe anxiety, like in social situations, and then OCD. And he was over here going, I mean, I could have told you that. We didn't have to take you to the doctor for it. I said, well, Pop, that's the problem. We would need to go to the doctor to confirm these things. Because back in the day, my parents weren't like that, like with, therapy and also checking out what's going on upstairs. It was more so the physical work you got to do. So I just found that funny when I just brought up. He was like, well, I could have just told you that. I mean, well, hell, he's like, I have that issue. I said, well, you've never been diagnosed. I said, I don't have nobody to tell me that. I just know I have my mind is everywhere. I'm like, shoot, I want a prescription for something. My God. Can't. Okay. All right. So here we go. Because I am moving past it all, because I'm just like, let's just get to it. It's Snatch Game, the Rusical. That is where we're at. No mini challenge, nothing. So it's okay. Do I think it's a good idea to make a change to Snatch Game to keep it fresh? Yes. Do I think something different with the Rusical is also really important to do, because we are viewers that are watching the show over and over again? Absolutely. Do I think this was the best way to do it? No. Did I enjoy how this went down? No. Was I doing this the whole time? Absolutely. I just kept looking like, what is going on? Because then it would be, they're introducing themselves in the Rusical as themselves, to then go into a Snatch Game to where they're in the Snatch Game, to then they're now in mid-song again and then come back. And while you may have enjoyed that, and this is not shade to anyone that enjoyed that, please hear me. This is just me speaking my piece on this. Because anybody that liked that, I'm like, okay, that's a bet. But I wasn't able to dive on in. I just couldn't do it. Because I was over here like, it didn't feel structured to me. It felt like they're trying too hard. It was a lot going on at one time. Like Alexis opens it up with the song, but then we actually go into the Snatch Game itself. And I know that all the songs are based off of how people have either acted in Snatch Game or their characters that they portrayed. They want to do well. They don't want to flub. They end up being so good. I get it. I get it. See, I was sober. I was sober for this ride. So like, it just didn't really ride with me for me, but I get it. If you enjoyed it, I can see it's like, finally we get something different. And I love all of that. But like, I'd rather they had a musical. a Rusical for the season on its own merit, and then Snatch Game in the same regard. Because for me, both Lemon and Cheryl could have done two different things with the Rusical where they didn't have to use their Snatch Game characters and still probably would have had two wins, right? Or two people in the top right there. Same thing for Snatch Game by itself. This is credit to Cheryl and Lemon, I'm trying to tell you. It's like, well, I get it. And I'm glad that I feel more like people are happy that their favorites were in the top this week versus you liking them. So that's just my opinion. Don't hit me. But to me, they could have just separated the two. They could just separate the two. And Quan, that's how I feel, even though you retweeted something that was shaded me not too long ago. When the girls were coming for me because I was alluding to something. I said, oh no, not him retweeting people dragging me. I was gagged. Because I don't ever spill, so why would you think I would spill? And it was also taken to a different extreme because I was like, girl, these girls were acting like I was like enjoying this drama. And I was more so gagged at what I heard. But anywho, that was me. That was my way of addressing you. Love you, Quan. Kissies. Your Nina. It's all right. I'm kidding. No, he's good. Global All-Stars, I watched prior to this too. And that was really exciting. So yes, this definitely took the wind out of my sails. The wind out of my sails. The wind out of it. Gone. But I get what they're trying to do. The Rusical part should have happened first and have been about the queens preparing for the Snatch Game. Then actually, okay. See, this I can receive. Now this I would have been like, you wrapped up 2 in 1. That's fine. That's what I would have enjoyed, Chelsea, personally, if they did a whole Rusical moment of them getting ready into their Snatch Game characters. And it's like not the longest Rusical, but it's a nice, cute little number. And they get the choreography together, then boom. And then they start the Snatch Game. And it's just maybe 3 questions. Everyone gets to answer. We're wrapping it. Instead, it was like, we're singing, we're back to this. We're singing, we're back to this. Then we're just singing for the rest of it. We're not even doing Snatch Game anymore. So fucking good. I think they got asked a total of 2 questions outside of an introduction. No, that was crazy. I mean, I see when people shade me. I was like, wow, that's kind of fucked up. But, if that was your way of getting at me, I said, okay. Snatch Game, the Rusical. Let's talk about the song. Snatch Game Could Change My Life. Best dance break in history. Mothers of the Snatch. Flub Tango. Requiem for a Bottom. That. Requiem for a Bottom was very like ballady. It's just going to be a standalone song. Blah, blah, blah. Snatch Game Could Change My Life. It's the opener. It's very like da 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 da. Broadway. Best dance break in history. It's a bunch of 8 counts. You know what to do. Stunt work. Mothers of the Snatch. That one was the Vogue-ish edit, And then you have Flub Tango, which to me, I thought was actually a bop once we got to it. But yeah, I don't really have any notes about this part or feel aways, if you will. I don't know. Everyone got what they wanted except for Kennedy? Yeah, there we go. Everyone got what they wanted except for Kennedy, who kind of just took Flub for Tango and didn't really fight for it, in my opinion. But I know that Cheryl was very adamant about getting that role first, and then Kennedy said she wanted it, and it was very much like, no, I'm going to have it. And it's like, okay, bitch, we can at least debate about it. But I felt like, Kennedy, you were just tired in general, just said, fuck, I'll just take Flub Tango. But you didn't like how it went down. Specifically, like it didn't need to be rubbed a little bit in your face that she took the role, because that's what happened, Cheryl, before we even bullshit this. That's what took place. That's why Kennedy was pressed. I don't even think it was over her just getting that role, like she said. I think it was over her trying to rub it a little bit, like and it's like, okay, Cheryl, we want you to win too. We want you to have everything in life, but like that whole statement of I always take seconds, girl, what are you talking about? I was Alexis in that moment going, what are you talking about? Not Sam Smith. What is happening here? That was weird, girl. I think you were wanting to make a TV moment out of that, and Kennedy wasn't even trying to play no more. And it just went on like it went on. So it was over here like, oh my God, she's gonna have to take my seconds. I'm over here going, girl, what seconds? This was weird. I was like, that was weird. I was like, I think she missed that mark of thinking that was a moment to do that, and it really wasn't. So like, I get Cheryl trying to be a little see you next Tuesday, but it was like Kennedy had let it go. It was just trying to move on because there was already a moment that you tried to be cute about it, made it worse. So that I think Kennedy's mad at me. It's like, okay, we still put, come on, girl. That was me for Cheryl. Like, I'm already like you, Cheryl. I was like, that wasn't even what it was supposed to be. In that whole, well, I always take seconds bit. That was crazy. It's like, we've all been there. This isn't our first rodeo. All of us have been here multiple times. We have all been that girl in the situation. I agree with this, Anthony. I do wish Cheryl had owned that I said it first and wanted more. Yeah, versus the other way around. I agree completely with that statement. Like, just say that I said it first. I basically claimed it, shotgun, if you will. I don't know if they do that in the UK with shotgunning, but like, I put my pussy there. So what we gonna do? Oh no, I just this scene annoyed me because I'm just like, okay, we need to just drop this. Like, let's just move on. Personally, the Flub Tango was a bop. So, Kennedy in general, in general. I think she just was annoyed with how that played out. Like, girl, you didn't have to do all that. You really did. Alexis, you let me know you're a sister every day. I know you were feeling some kind of way when you were getting ready, and it was very much, I don't know if I have anybody in my life like that. But like the way you came for Kennedy's defense here, and then also in Untucked when she got emotional, and you immediately lifted her right the fuck back up, Alexis. I'm paying attention. I was like, yo, are we not clocking out Alexis is a good friend? She could be shady, but that's a real sister right there. To Kennedy, because Kennedy was having a week. I said, it's fun to see them two interact the way they do. Cheryl's still on it. I feel like I got eyes in the back of my head, sister. So Brooklyn Heights came in the room to talk about their Snatch Game characters and their parts that they have. Snatch Game Could Change My Life is Alexis's. Best Dance Break in History is Lemon's. Mothers of the Snatch is Fierce Delicious. Flub Tango Kennedy's. And then, of course, Requiem for a Bottom, Cheryl. Do you think that we're going to talk about this? All right, on to Hollywood Jade, baby. I tell you, this episode, I was like, yo, we're going to have to find a way to move around. We are going to have to find a way to move around. I was tired. I kid you not, baby. I was sweepy. This show. Sweepy. It was very sweepy. I wonder if we're going to talk about this too. I wanted so badly to put some toner or, some concealer on Cheryl's eyes. And I literally just clocked her makeup in these confessionals. And I wanted so badly for whoever was doing these confessionals with her to be like, girl, let's just do a quick touch up, just right on the lid, right on the lid, right on the lid. So bad. Do you see how I ended up staring at other things? I'm sorry to Cheryl. This is because I was bored this episode. I was starting to pay attention to other stuff. I was like, I said, you either have been wiping your eyes today, and that's why it's giving that. Because that happens when you have the lashes on and stuff. And it's like, girl, that shit's gonna itch. Ooh, that's one thing I hate about fake lashes. Girl, at one point, I'm gonna want to just touch them, and then if they start itching, it's just not. I'm no good the rest of the day. It's gonna take forever. Sasha, I'm going to review. It's going to be reviewed tomorrow. Like, just like how I do the panel, because there's no panel tomorrow. The panel will be back next week. I'll be doing it around the same time as the panel tomorrow. So from 4 to probably 7. But yes, it'll be tomorrow on Sunday. I do Global All Stars, both parts. I already made my thumbnail. Like, I already got my thumbnail made. I'm good. Maddie's been working this weekend. Speaking of which, thank you for tuning in. Over 100 of you here today. Hit the like button, share, subscribe, become part of this Rant Pack family. I am raising some money because I have a bill I got to pay this Sunday. And Sunday's the last day I got to pay it. Oh my gosh, for my internet and cable. This is how I make my living. But Maddie forgot the bill because he's a dum-dum. And I also had to pay like for Ubers out this week because my car is down. So if you want to drop me a little bit of love, please and thank you. PayPal.me for Snatch Game. Cash App _MattyRants and Venmo MattyRants. Thank you so very much. Shout out to Caroline. I appreciate you earlier. We chipped away at a little bit of that hill. Need about 75 more, and I'll be right where I need to be, honey buns. But thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate you for being here today. All my links available. Patreon's also up. And if you want a free week of Paramount Plus, I have a link available for you since I'm a Paramount Plus affiliate, and I will be praising them for the next 2, 3, however long they want me on their program. If they ever want to work with me fully, then they'll be forever. If they ever want to hire me just fully, oh, forever. But right now it's, yes, what is, I'm on the clock. Tick, tick. Now, this scene is powerful, and I appreciate everyone for sharing their stories of who they're close to in their safe units, right? You know, also getting to learn a little bit about Cheryl. We learned a bit about Kennedy being, you know, the provider, and after their father passed away, sort of not wanting to have that role, you know, sort of rebelling against it, but it becoming their purpose in life, it becoming their, you know, what they were destined for. And now that they're the provider, it was something that my dad talks about a lot with me, because that's kind of how he was raised. So that's why he's, even in his 70-something years old, with all the kids that he has, he's like, that is still his thing. You know what I mean? It's really hard to describe. I got what Kenny was talking about because I see it with my own pop now. Like, we want him to just lay down and retire. That man has to work. My dad's like 76. And you just want to be like, just relax and just enjoy the rest of your life. No. Because you got to take care of everybody. Because what if something happens with me or anybody else, regardless of our age, he got to be the one to be there. And so it really is something when that happens with somebody in your own household. I don't know if y'all know about that or have ever experienced that before. When that person passes, then you see what everybody is going through. You know what I'm saying? It's almost, it's like when my mom passed, I'm not gonna get emotional here, but she was one of those emotional glues with our family. And so when she passed away, it was really weird to see everybody's, it was like that, you know, some people bring a lot of light to folks. My mom did that. So when she left us, a lot of that light that folks had, it's when you would have conversations with people and they start to tell you about your parent or your sibling or your friend that passed away, and they tell you those stories or those moments, and you're like, yo, like it starts, it's almost like that light gets passed through again. It's like a weird way to describe it, but it's this energy. Like if anybody knew someone that you knew and they're like, oh, you're such and such a son, let me tell you about it. And it's like, what? Like I never knew that. And that happens to me sometimes out here in Houston, especially when I travel to Alabama. I'm always randomly meeting someone that's like, what's your last name? Oh, I know who you are. And I'm like, oh my gosh. And it's really crazy, but that can be those powerful moments, honestly. And going through this too, when Alexis was talking about being alone, and maybe that being something that they put on themselves and now they don't know how to get out of it by moving to Vegas, totally could relate to this as someone who has moved across the United States, whether you can say it's a good thing or a bad thing. I like to say that in my nomad days, I was moving through, okay, a traveler, if you will. She's taken flights. She's taken buses. She's walked. I mean, shoes. It's gonna be a great book when I write it. I'll tell you that. But hey, you know, when Alexis was talking about, I can receive even now with, you know, I had roommates for quite a while. Y'all know my LA journey. And then when I came back here to Houston initially, and me getting my peace currently right now with how I'm starting over, you know what I'm saying? And all this, it's like I got my babies and I got y'all and I got my family around me in this, but it's just me here. And sometimes you get really lonely and you get sort of stuck in your head, like, am I supposed to be alone? Is this the right way? Because there's no drama and there's no this, that, and the other. But then you got to remind yourself there are people around you. You ain't got to have somebody in your house all the time. I mean, I would like to have somebody in my house, but at the same time, I enjoy my peace. Baby, I like to spread my legs in bed. Wait a minute. Hold on. Wait a minute. I meant to say that, like, I like the space. Please. Tito, thank you so much for the tip you put on Venmo. Appreciate you, baby. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Close to the goal. Definitely close to the goal. Excuse me. My apologies. But thank you so much, Tito. I appreciate you. And thank you for the sippy poo. And thank you for the box. Thank you for all that. My bad. I do like to spread, but it's, you know, I like to have, I can't sleep like this. I used to date somebody that was very much all over the bed. So I had to be like this. I like to spread. Like, and if you're just laying on top, you're just laying on top. That's how I operate. Like, if we're just going to be hot in this bed, we're just going to be hot in this bed. If it leaves, well, that's what was supposed to happen. I meant to make this picture bigger, but no, I didn't. Thrain Fox, Brad, Alicia Cara, Brooklyn Heights. I think Brooklyn looks amazing. I think everybody looks good today. They all look good. They do. I told you this is going to be a short review. I warned you. I warned you. Because I was just not to be just... it's not for me. You know, yeah, Tracy just gone, girl. I was like, oh, what is going on today? Do you know Alicia Cara? She's a Canadian icon. I know of her music. I never bought anything, streamed anything, but you want to know how I know of her, Sasha? She is in my grocery store. She is in my Target. She is in my Walmart. Okay? She is in the checkout line. She is at Home Goods. Do you hear me? I'm so dead sick. She is in the lobby at a Jack in the Box. Do you hear me? That lady's music, or one or two songs that I think I even know of that I would never know it was her. But if I like heard it, I'm like, oh yeah, I've heard that song. I know that lady's music for sure, but it's not, she ain't my jam. But I also think that it's amazing and she's really sweet. I thought that she was really cool. But I'm like, do I know her? Yes. I know her very, very, very well. Very well. Inside a speaker. Right above aisle 7. As I'm picking up, what store am I in? Aisle 7. I'm in Frozen. Sugar-free popsicles. Oh my God, shut up, Matthew. Yes, it's true. It's true. My Kroger's, they know me. They're tired. They're probably tired of seeing me. I just like Kroger's. I don't know why. I would go to H-E-B, but H-E-B stresses me out sometimes. It's almost so good and so overwhelming. And I'm like, am I really getting a savings here? Do they have an app now? Because you used to have to like get the coupons in the store and shit. And I'm like, girl, I want the app. I want the app, honey. Walgreens is not a grocery store. Walgreens is a pharmacy, is like a drugstore pharmacy situation. Shout out to Walgreens though. One of my best friends works there. Well, several of my friends work there actually as managers, et cetera, whatever. But no, Kroger's is the grocery store for me personally. Yeah. It's also because they have really good deals sometimes, and I'm very smart about stacking coupons. I'm very, very good. Baby, I saved $20 like last week. Like I didn't even know how I did it. I was just like, yo. I was like, oh my God, I just left with a lot of food. And that happened. And I ate all that food. Sure did. I told you I'm not doing fast food like I used to. I told you, y'all like, how you losing weight? Girl, I had to stop eating fries and stuff. I mean, I'd like to have it this weekend. That'd be fun. But if I have the opportunity, I'm going to cook. That's the only way. It's the only way. Biggest take of losing weight. Just cook all your food. Cook all your food in olive oil. There we go. Cook all your food and do it with olive oil. You're welcome. Butter is not your best friend. I know it sucks. Oh, you want some toasted butter toast? Get you some oil, olive oil. Get you some seasonings in that olive oil, like you're at a macaroni grill or something. Okay, or some like the diced garlic and all that. Put it in there, whip it right up. That's so much better for you. Oh, I know all about Piggly Wiggly. I don't know what Liam knows about Piggly Wiggly outside of a Google chat, because baby, he in the UK. I'm like, they got Piggly Wigglies in the UK. No. But you heard it through the grapevine what the Piggly Wigglies be giving. You can Google what a Piggly Wiggly is, y'all. Oh no, we listen. Hold on now. Hey, that's my boy, but I'm gonna be real, girl. You ain't been no Piggly Wiggly. It's okay. It's okay though. You ain't been, but it's okay. Oh my goodness. What's going on? What's going on? What a day. See, Anthony. Okay, Anthony's on the money today. This is how I feel about this episode. This was a Rusical. This wasn't Snatch Game. This is not Snatch Game. This was just the Rusical. And that's it. It's Snatch Game, the Rusical. And I know someone could be like, well, Matt, that's not for that. Yeah, I totally get it. Listen, bro, I totally get it. Like, I totally see where you're coming from. It's not a problem for me. All right? It's just not a problem. I totally get that. However, Albertsons went out of business out here, Joyce. They don't have them in Houston like they used to. There's maybe like two, maybe, but they used to have them all out here in Houston. They don't have them. I used to love Albertsons. It's overpriced, but I love their deli section. I'm not the biggest fan of Rusical, so that's why this hit me hard. But also, I love Snatch Game. I love the classic way of Snatch Game. Because like that, I just live. I'm also a rerun guy. Does that make sense? Because I know some people want some new, and I get that. Totally get it. Like totally get it. But I like reruns. I like literally watch Bob's Burgers in a loop, in American Dad, in The Office that's currently on right now. I mean, shout out to anybody that knows what episode I'm currently watching. I mean, that would let you know that the TV's on the background and mute. I'll give you a hint. It's Michael Scott is still in the office at this time. But yeah, for me, I like the old stuff. That's the things, the formulas. I don't want them to change, but I do know people want something different, and I do welcome that, and I like it when they go that direction. This was so weird to me, though. It just felt disjointed, in my opinion. It did. But if you found this enjoyable, I live. And not to be facetious, I'm being for real. I live. Like, yes. Eat. Facetious, sarcastic. I don't know which one. Feces. Sack. No, but like for real, I couldn't ride it. I couldn't ride it. Burger Wars is my favorite Bob Burgers episode. I really need to do a video on Bob's Burgers, or like my love for cartoons, like an edited video where I like give you my like top 5 episodes of each series that I think that if you are a cartoon head like me, you should be watching. I should really start a series about that. Cartoon rants with Matty, but more so like cartoon rants for the cartoon heads. We can dive into like the old stuff and things like that. I really need to do that. But I would want to I need to write like a script out and do some things for that one, because I can talk about Bob's Burgers forever. It's such a good show. It's so clever. It's so clever and so funny. And when it's sweet, it's really sweet. It's such a feel-good show sometimes with certain episodes, especially like if Louise is ever learning a lesson, I'm always getting teared up. Because it's like, Louise, my little Louise. No, but I think still my favorite episode of Bob's Burgers is the Gene and Courtney doing the announcements episode. That was sweet. that was super sweet when Jean did that song for Courtney. Oh, I was like, oh. And then this new one too, where Louise wrote a speech or a poem, and she didn't want anybody to like watch her do it, and she was going to actually just mess around and do something different because that's what people expected of her. But she ended up writing something super powerful, and like no one could be there to see it, but it was actually Tina who like ran from her whole show just to see her sister, and it was just like the sweetest thing. Okay, Matt, get off of that. I'm sorry. It was just one of the sweetest episodes I've ever seen. I was sobbing. I was like, oh my god, oh my god. Oh my god. See, what was the song? Hot Pants Rain Dance. Was that the song? For the parade episode? Oh my gosh. Okay, let's get back to this. I'm sorry, y'all. I got caught up. So they opened it up with like a Snatch Game song, and it's like we're getting into Snatch Game and whoop whoop whoop. Hollywood Jade puts on his Joanne the Scammer wig and steps out here with two men's and is Brooklyn Heights. Hot Pants Rain Dance is a bop, that is for sure. Okay, y'all, I will definitely invest some time, but actually like try to flesh out a thing for my cartoon rant show, because I've been wanting to do that for a minute. It's been on the tip of my tongue. Like, I have so much to say. I literally watch them all day long. Yeah. I think the reason why I didn't like this is because it took the aspect of Snatch Game, which is so, for me, improv and unscripted, outside of Rue already having the questions to ask the people. And it put it in with something that is considered structured, like a Rusical, where the characters are created, the lines are already done, and no one's putting any of their own spin to it. Unless you refer to just the performance style of it, right? So that's why I didn't like this, and I'm going to continue to flesh out that narrative, because I was like, what the hell is going on here? And I did love Alexis's song, in her intro and how she performed it. But then when we got right out of that, because we went to song, we went to Brooklyn song, we went to Alexis doing her bit, and then we're here, and now we're into Snatch Game. So now let's do Snatch Game. So I'm going to just talk about Snatch Game characters now before I get back to the Rusical. I need to I had to do my order of events this way to let you know how disjointed this felt. So listen, before I continue, again, thank you for tuning in. More of you are coming in the room. Shout out to you. We're doing Global All-Stars tomorrow, so tune in for that. Hit the like button, share, subscribe, become part of this Rant Pack family. If you would like to drop a tippy poo in my jar, I am currently raising funds right now to make sure that we have the show that we still continue via internet and cable, because that bill's due on Sunday. Please and thank you. PayPal.me/MattyRants. Cash App $Simon from Matty-Rants. Caroline and Tia, thank you for the tippy poos. You have chipped away at that mountain, but we're almost there at the flagpole here. I appreciate y'all so much. I will be literally screaming this until we make gold, probably tomorrow too, because that is my life right now. Okay, I'm still here. But thank you for tuning in. Talking about Fierce Delicious first. As Mother Teresa, guess what, Fierce? You probably would have been fine if you had just sat down and you did Snatch Game. Oop, 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 oop. Shout out to, wait, what? Shout out to Neck. I saw a new Patreon subscriber. Shout out to Neck. That, wait, Neck? No, for real though. Like, if this actually continued and there was a Snatch Game, I think Fierce would have been fine based off of some things that they were already doing. I don't know about winning, but I think fine. Personally. When we got to their performance, that's when I was like, no, no, this little bit was cute. Like, honestly, think about this. Brad Goreski laughs at the most trivial things on this show, things that aren't even funny. Sometimes we're not laughing. He's like, I'm like, the fuck? But like, he enjoyed this a lot. And that tells me that maybe he would have found humor through whatever else she would have gave in this outfit. I think if Fierce would have done Snatch Game alone, she would have been fine this week. I think when we got to the performance part, I was like, oh, okay. You have a fan and you're stiff. And I love my sister, but why, Alexis? Why? I appreciate you looking just like Ron DeSantis with his swollen face, okay? And also having another toupee. Like, I appreciate that. Baby Ron DeSantis, this is also another character that needed to have Snatch Game be its only emphasis of point at all. Once we got, like, the dancing part I enjoyed, but, like, actually, fuck that. The dancing baby I could have lived for. But when we got to this, I was like, girl, this is weird. Okay. It was like, all right, we have a whole speech. I mean, maybe she wanted to just let us know that this man was evil. We all knew. Is this our confirmation, Orbit JP? That she uses Baby Mario and Baby Peach? Do they need another Mario Kart game after that recent upload? And they have, like, what now, over how many tracks? Also, who's excited for Mario Party Jamboree? If you're not getting the game, you need to get it because I plan on playing it and I'm trying to make sure we stream that shit. I love Alexis. I didn't care for this. Cheryl did good. Cheryl was quite great. I thought it was wild that we had a colonizer joke in reference for this, but I also thought that was great too. And I was thinking, oh, if only Queen Kong was on this season, and that had been happened, maybe Cheryl's head would have probably been blown off. No, I'm just playing. But like, I was like, oh, okay. Well, she picked somebody that's very easy for her to do, and it worked, and it was good, and I enjoyed it. And I was like, well, Cheryl's in the top. The end. Like, that was it for me. I was like, well, Cheryl's gonna probably get a win today. That's it. All right. Settle down. Settle down, everyone. Settle down. Settle down, everyone. Settle down. Absolutely not. And I love her. But when I say that edit was in no way in your favor, they gave you the worst sound effects. They made sure the music stopped and dripped off at every given moment. They made sure that because it was not landing, the plane that we heard, the crash, I kid you not, they look fine. They do look fine with their outfit, but Tabitha Brown is not funny to me. Tabitha Brown is like also situational and references for stuff. And I wish she had did Cat Williams because I would have thought I think that would just have been a lot better. But when I tell you, they made us made it clear, honey, made sure we knew, oh, she's not doing well today. She is definitely in trouble. Do not question. Yeah, I was watching that. I'm like, shit. Hell, even during her performance, they made sure to show Brooklyn and Brad, which made me feel a little bit of a ways about that because I was like, girl, what the fuck? Like, y'all probably have done that on other hoes, but that was weird. I don't know. It was the way they kind of played her through her edit that made me uncomfortable. But I was like, okay, she didn't do well. She really didn't do well. Like, she didn't do well. Maybe she was doing her character for the flop tango, and that was what that was supposed to be. Maybe she thought that was the assignment. So technically, Kennedy should have won this episode since she actually was her character. Now I'm going to argue about it. So she said they gave her the flop tango, and she said bet. So it's everyone. Yeah, it's all y'all's fault. That's what happened. I'm glad that she didn't do JoJo Siwa again. Why? I thought that was such a weird thing to even open your mouth and say, about Lemon. Why would you do JoJo again if you've already done the character? So you would have done it again? And that would have been iconic? I wouldn't have taken it that. I like the change up. Let me see the variety in people you could be. Like, Like, so you're gonna be masculine JoJo Siwa now? Like, that's no better. Actually, no. I would have preferred no. No, no, no. I wouldn't have wanted to see it. Oh, I wouldn't have wanted to see it. Oh God, no. Oh God, no. Because Lemon can barely, God bless that lady's vocal cords, because it's real up there in bent wrist. God bless her. I don't know if she can really impactfully take on the new era of soft top stud butch tees, goes into Home Depot, doesn't buy anything lesbian. Like, not like there's Home Depot. We have an account here. They know us very well. Our yard is impeccable. Okay. And our house is wonderfully done. Beautiful home, garden home, and everything. Beautiful house. And then they're the ones who are new to the game that just go to the bar to pick up people and then end up in an Amberlynn Reed live later, showing their hand. Situation type deal. Those are those. Then there's leaves me on every now and then that come with music. Those are my favorites, because there's always a song playing. I'm like, that's right, bitch. Go on, go on, go on, girl. Shout out to my lesbian sisters out there. Yeah, I wouldn't have wanted to see it. So I'm kind of glad she did. Susan Boyle. This also looks like, I'm trying to think of that actress's name and what movie it is, but she also reminds me of somebody else. I know I had to mention that I'm not gonna say it, but she's a little bit more interesting right now than the other one who is just gaslighting us consistently. Like, I'm over that arc. I really am. Like, child, you are literally blowing up as we speak, and you want to say that scale? It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. I'm like, child, you just swelling up for no reason, then, huh? Nobody, Clarissa. And really nobody, honestly. It's one of those, if you know, you know. I just don't want to put you down that rabbit hole of you two, because it's super toxic, and I hate that I'm in it. But like, I have to see the train crash. I got to see it go. I have to see the house burn. This is where I'm at right now. So Lemon, with the Rusical part of this, actually did really, really good too. This is why I was like, this is Lemon and Cheryl's night, because they cleared both stations of what this double maxi challenge was giving here. I enjoyed their performance and routine. I thought it was really good. Then you got Fierce. And I saw Fierce trying, and I love that she was doing her best. Maybe not her best. It needed a little bit more pow, and it needed to hit harder. So it was a little tough to do, in my opinion. Like, I actually liked her song a lot. I thought it was like, okay, this is a dope song. I would have wanted this, but it needed to hit. It needed to have a little edge. It was a little too soft for me. The girls would have chopped if this was like an actual category in Vogue. They would have chopped her because she said she didn't commit to it fully. So she tried, and I appreciate that. But I was like, Oh my God, Wild Card. That was why I liked it so much, because I knew everybody that they were talking about, and the song and the beat was good. That's why it was great. Because she had something that she could have easily just been like naming people's names and then hitting it, and it would have been right. High key, this song should have caught her the win. Just saying. It's kind of a layup music, to be real with you. Just to be real, it's kind of a layup. When you said her name, oh my God, when you did that one part where you said the end of that one person's name, holy bejee whiz. Could have been a moment. But Jaquisha, that's exactly what that was emulating. It was giving very much that come on, Matthew. I'm trying to remember how that's oh yes, Joan. There we go. Joan the Rusical. Slap her. Yes. Oh my gosh. I actually downloaded that song. Gotta catch 'em all. Pokemon. What was it? Charizard, Mewtwo, Pikachu, Wimadoo. Gotta catch 'em all. Gotta catch 'em all. Pokemon. Those were the good old days. I swear to God. Like, that was my shit. I used to love hearing it. I actually had it down verbatim back in the day. I don't know anymore. I'm a little too old and I've partaken in things, but what was it? Rubber Goose. Hold on. Large fries. I know it's large fries, chocolate shake at the end. Is it obtuse, rubber goose, giant moose, something. I forget how it goes. If someone writes it down, I'll do the whole bit. I'll do the whole bit, but it's like some odd parents, fairly odd parents. What is it with floaty wings and crowns and things? We're fairly odd parents. Yeah, right. But and that's how we used to always end. Oh, green moose guava juice. It wasn't Jamba Juice. I used to love Jamba Juice. God, I used to love Jamba Juice. I don't know. Back to Kennedy's performance here. I liked Kennedy's physicality with her performance. There were some times that mouth wasn't there a bit with the words, and Brad and Brooklyn let us know because during her performance they made sure I didn't care for this editing at all. It really did. It was like I didn't feel this from not a single. And there have been times on the show they could have been doing this. I was like, these hoes look like here, like audience. She's messing up. I'm like, okay, we were there. We were there. We saw it. I hated it. I hate how they played my girl this episode. I was like, I don't like this. She did bad, but I don't like this. But her physicality in the performance was amazing. Cheryl did good. This was fun. I did. I liked it. She reminded me of that one girl on Oblongs, Helga, getting a microphone and singing for her life and shit, going into a full moment of just a beautiful ballad. I forget what episode that was, but I personally thought that Cheryl did a good job. I was like, this is entertaining. I didn't like this. I'm sorry. It just felt disjointed. I think that Lemon and Cheryl did good, but the whole concept was stupid. I just didn't like it. If they did it again, I think it needs to be a bit different. They just do a whole Rusical for the first half, like we talked about. Then the second half is the actual Snatch Game. And then once it's finished, if they want to close it with a number, totally there. But it was song, intro, song, Snatch Game, song, Snatch Game, song, close song. So it did too much for me personally. I love that we're doing new stuff. I love we're trying new things. Wasn't for me. If it was for you, I live, I breathe, take it all in. Yes, all of that. But yeah, not Isaac Pussycat. Yeah, an opening and closing number after an actual Snatch Game would actually be kind of fucking cute. Again, them in character, doing a whole bit. They can get their own separate parts if they want to, blah, 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 blah. Then getting into Snatch Game, doing the Snatch Game, and then they close it out with them almost getting out of character. It's over, isn't it? Isn't it? Isn't it over? I'm giving you ideas, Drag Race. Literally steal from Steven. No, don't do that. But Steven Universe has one episode with one song that Pearl sings that I personally am waiting for them to copy because they copy some songs. So I was like, why has no one taken this idea? It's also my favorite song from Steven Universe franchise. Why can't I move on? Oh my God, so sad. Such a sad song. Oh my God. See, people don't understand why I like Pearl, and then they're like, you liked Pearl? Loved Pearl. That was my favorite gem. Yep. She had a lot going on. I'm sorry. She had a lot going on. Okay, lots of personal conflict, lots of bad decision making too. She wasn't always the smartest one in the room, and she had to be humbled several times. That is why I like Pearl. That was my girl. That was my girl. What's up, Latrell? That was my girl. I'm telling you, like this. Mama was flawed, okay? Like she wanted to be perfect, but she was not that girl, and she had to be humbled so many times. And so she takes you on a journey. Like I live for Pearl. I'm sorry, that was my bitch. And she also, when she wanted to be a baddie, she was a fighter, sword fighter at that. Mind you, she was one of the rebellious girls. Don't get me started on Pearl. I like this. Drewski, thank you for the super chat. Okay, wait a minute. I wish I had the music. Come in. Obtuse, rubber goose, green moose, guava juice, giant steak, birthday cake, large fries, chocolate shake. Da, 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 da. There it is. Okay. Thank you, Drewski, for the super chat. I appreciate you. I can't. Love you, DW. I was like, wait, what? I remember when you texted me this morning. I was like, that's a little different. No, but listen, thanks for tuning in. Hit the like button, share, and subscribe. As a reminder, raising funds today. We're at the 75% marker here. So we're 25% near the goal. If you want to drop it to people in my jar, please and thank you. It's muy importante. PayPal.me/MattyRants, Cash App MattyRants, and Venmo MattyRants. DW, I gotta find something in the grocery store today that's not expensive because I need food. She's hungry. I am so hungry. Y'all don't even know. I am hungry. I had breakfast this morning, but it was. I've been working out, so like I have to start getting more protein shakes, and I hate that I'm like in this whole fitness journey, and I'm like, girl, we're trying to be like chill with our funds right now, but man, I gotta get me some protein. I'm trying to get muscly queen. Someone called me muscle queen the other day, and I was like, okay, sure. Snatch Game question: could you potentially do a voice actor and just play one of their characters, or would that be too close to copyright? Well, it depends, because if you were dressed as said person, for example, if you were dressed as said person and then you answered questions in the voice of said character, I'll give you, I'll give you a good example of this lady. There's a peach on top of that bunny. So is his name? I forget his name. Hold on, let me get his name real quick, because he literally does the same voice. It's almost just his normal voice as a person, and he just literally is a voice actor, but his voice is so recognizable that's like, okay. I just want to make sure I get his name right. Yep, I knew it. Why? I was like, why am I questioning that I don't know who H. John Benjamin is? My God. Okay, H. John Benjamin is a perfect example of, could someone play him? And then he be in Snatch Game. And then technically we hear Bob Belcher from Bob's Burgers, Coach McGurk from Home Movies, or Archer from the show Archer. Do you feel what I'm saying? Where it's like, oh, well, what if you were him and you were just trying to do the voice that he naturally has, and you're sort of giving that character? See, the thing is that you would have to be H. John Benjamin, and you can't allude to you being the character that it is if it is copyright infringement. I don't know. It's kind of hard to take that in, because I know like with some of the franchises, like overseas, they have a little bit more leeway. In the United States, it's where it's a little bit tougher. And you've seen people like Bob do Uzo Aduba, who basically dressed as Crazy Eyes and then did something very Crazy Eyes-ish while being that character, but like wasn't there the whole time, ended up doing Carol Channing, Seth MacFarlane, you know what I mean? Like, I guess yes, but like, depends on how you do it. Even with an actor, we've also seen people dress as them, specifically dress as them, and then sort of just be the actor versus the other way around. So there you go. Like, That would be where my take is on that. I believe. I feel like I went around the world. Nah, nah, nah. Hope you understood me, baby. I want to go see that movie too. Really bad. Dooley's seen it. Bleeker's seen it. Everybody has seen it but me. And you know, Alien is one of my favorite sci-fi horror movie franchises ever. I really want to go see that movie. I really do. Chabo, real animated. Thank you so much for the super sticker. I appreciate you, baby. Hope you're having a good day. God bless you. Thank you. Thank you. Janae, thank you so much for the super sticker. Thank you for your generosity. I appreciate you so very much. How you doing, Janae? Hope you're having a wonderful, blessed, awesome, amazing, powerful, super immaculate day. I hope it's wonderful. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for that super sticker. Summer of 69 is the runway category. Are you ready to vote? Are you ready to vote? We're going to get our voting caps on. I was like, it's totally not going to be a 2-hour show. It's totally about to be a 2-hour show. Oh, wait, let me look at the animation. Go. Woo. Let's celebrate their first super on a live stream. Yes. Can I celebrate that? Wait, can I do something with that? Like, can I like it? I'm going to like it. Can I like it? Is it? Okay, I guess I can't like it. Okay, work. Never mind. Well, thank you, though. Oh, I just now see the animations. I'm always on StreamYard, so I can't see the little animations. Hey, you, go. Thank you so very much. Thank y'all for tuning in here. Again, Tippy Puchar, PayPal.me for Snatch Rants, Cash Up MattyRants, and thanks for being here. Thoughts on this week and thoughts on this week's episode. 32% said, "Girl, what was that?" 31%, I have thoughts. 27%, it was good. And 8%, and the winner is. I think we're all torn a little bit. Torn in between the three. Yeah, you know, because the super stickers I get in the next month, but it's still a blessing and it'll be amazing, which I appreciate, Janae. So I get it with the Cash App, though. Mine was working kind of slow the other day. I mean, a lot of y'all are aware of that hack that happened recently. Meanwhile, I'm like, girl, you ain't gonna get nothing with mine. I don't get anything. Like, you ain't gonna get nothing with mine. So by all means, like, waste your time. But you, like, this is America, the home of debt. Like, what are we talking about today? Oh my gosh. I was like, this is madness. Summer of 69 is the category. Alexis Mateo is first. I actually thought of Eva Longoria immediately when I thought about her in this outfit. I don't know why. Maybe it was the hair. You got 3 options. It's either she's go or it's a chop. You've got 3 minutes to get your votes in. You better make the votes count. 3 minutes start right now and go. Sorry, excuse me. I thought this was cute. I thought this was the assignment. I thought it was everything. Yeah, she was cute. It was polished down. Makeup was great. Wig looks good. The shoes are shoeing. She said that mod girl. Okay. I liked it. I don't have any notes. I was actually like, oh, this is pretty. Like, I'm here for the tie-dye effect, a little daisy on the front of it. Big ass buttons. Earrings are cute. Didn't have to be too big. It was great. Did what needed to be done. You've got 2 minutes to make your vote count. Do you feel Alexis Mateo'd? Or do you think Alexis flateoed? I will take myself out with that one. I appreciate you. I liked it. I like it like that. Oh, DW, you'll be happy to know I'm back in Ultra Rank again. I'm almost to Masters. I had to start playing again. And then I purchased Ho-Oh because I had like 20,000 coins. Because I need a new defender. I don't want to play as Blastoise anymore. I get annoyed playing Blastoise. So yeah, we've been laughing. But yes, this is cute. She goes. She's that girl. She's that girl. Very demure. Very demure. 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 Why does it say only a minute ago? That has not been a minute ago on this. Refresh my screen. We have been talking for 3 minutes. I know we have. At least 2. Thank you. I was like, at least 2. Oh my gosh. JB, have you considered doing a Big Brother rewatch? Girl, BB 4 and 5 are super problematic and messy AF. Thank you so much for the super chat. I don't know if I want to do the racist seasons. When have they stopped being that? I'm kidding. But like, I don't know if I want to go back in time to that time on Big Brother, because some people like those seasons for the wrong reasons and other people like it for the right reasons. I don't know. Highly do not know about that. Oh, I can like it here. Okay, can I heart it? I hearted it. Can I heart the other ones too? It doesn't let me heart the other ones. I don't like that. Or maybe I missed the mark next time. Okay, I'll try to do that whenever I see the super chats again. I'll try to heart them when they happen. I didn't know I could do that. That's so cute. All right, we're wrapping this poll up. I really hate just hate how that comes out. Ugh, okay. 40% says she's cute, 36% said giving, and 23% of you chopped. The look out of 65 votes. I do agree with the birth of good gameplay and of course like twists and like, you know, crazy stuff happening. I definitely agree with that, but I just something about sitting around the house and talking all the time drives me, and I know I would be fine on a show like that. Like, look at me here. Hello. But like watching people have some of the dullest conversations drives me nuts. And then I don't think anybody is hot this season. Like this current season. Like I'm not like really like swooning over anybody right now. Lemon. Let me tell you something. I can tell you a certain segment of gay men lost their grip on reality when this came out. I know a certain sector of queer eye for the straight guy, oh yes, was losing their grip on reality for this one. Okay. Judy Garland, oh please. They did the black and white for her as she came out. I said, yeah, girl. That was me. Because if this had been regular, it would not have had that same kind of effect. But the fact that they even did the whole gray tone and then went into color, I said, oh yeah. You let her definitely have her moment. For sure. It's a bop. It's good. It's giving. She love a silhouette like this, to be real with you. No shade. I'm not coming for you, Lemon, but you do love this kind of silhouette, don't you? Mm-hmm. I'm like, I know that's not my car. My battery's dead. Again. I thought it was cute. I kind of wish she went all the way down the chest with the makeup, but not necessary. Not really necessary. So, okay, I got you, but it's cute. Mm-hmm. She's a Dior girl. No lie, Pisa will definitely have a Dior dress in the unit. I'm already planning on it because I like that silhouette too. No shade. I have an idea for a look that I want to get done that is very reminiscent to like a debutante ball. But more like Jack and Jill debutante inspired for my folks that know about Jack and Jill teas. So like, yeah, I have my own idea for that, but yeah, I'm very much getting that. But yeah, Lemon, this is good. This is good. I enjoyed it. I thought it was really cute. I love the ruby heel. It just was really a nice touch to it. And again, that one was for the gays. There's 150 of you here. Hit that like button, share, and subscribe. Become part of this Rant Pack family. If you want to be my lover, drop a tip in my jar. You got to get with my friends. That's part of the stipulations. Make it last forever. Friends on the internet. This will ever end if you want to be my lover on the internet exclusively only. You got to get with the I don't know the rest of the song. That's a lie. Anywho, thank you for tuning in. Hit the like button, share, and subscribe. Drop a tip in my jar if you want to feel like it, be like it. So tell me what you want, what you really, really want. PayPal.me/MattyRants. Cash App MattyRants and then MattyRants because I wanna really, really, really want to zig. So don't go wasting my precious time. Get your act together. We will be just fine. Oh, baby, come on. Lemon, 45% said given, 34% said she's cute, and 20% of you chopped it out of 79 votes for the lemon pepper steppers. The lemon pepper steppers. The lemon pepper steppers. Who's next? Wes Anderson presents Miss Fiercelicious. I've been holding that joke since she came out. And that's not a read. If you know what I'm talking about, The Life Aquatic, yeah, very Wes Anderson inspired for me in terms of what this look was giving. I was like, this is Wes Anderson down. I don't even know if Miss Fiercelicious knows that reference. I don't even know it. I don't even know if she would get that reference because she's young baby and maybe she has like not that taste in movies. Shout out to everybody that knows what I'm talking about. And shout out to, come on, my movie watchers. You know what's up. Me and Bleeker did talk about the podcast, though. The movie podcast we've been trying to do. Because this is definitely The Life Aquatic. What was that with Steve? Was it, I forget the last name or whatever it was. Bill Murray was in the movie. What was the last movie I saw of his? Asteroid City? What is my favorite Wes Anderson movie? I think is it Isle of Dogs? Was that his movie? I think that's the one. I did like the Royal Tenenbaums though. But for those, while we got Miss Fiercelicious up and while you're voting on her outfit that I actually thought was really, really good. I thought this is very, Asteroid City more so because it's space. Why was I saying Life Aquatic? Oh, because I was thinking of Scuba Suit. Yeah, very Asteroid City. That was kind of a crazy movie. Steve's ass. Okay, there we go. There you go. Yeah, let me know what your favorite Wes Anderson movie or project is. I'd love to hear it because his films, while lacking of melanin, and that does bother me. There's always like one black guy in the movie, like one, like only one, two, just uno. A simple black man. That's it. There's only one. I wish he would cast a little bit differently, but he has his favorites, and there's no shade to him. He just has his favorite actors he likes to work with. But I'm gonna hold him to the fire on that because I'm like, girl, if I go through every movie, you literally have like only one black person that be in that picture, like just one. Yeah, Isle of Dogs is my favorite. The Grand Budapest was good. I did like the Grand Budapest. I thought Asteroid City was pretty good. Moonrise Kingdom was a good one. Fantastic Mr. Fox is a classic. Royal Tenenbaums is a classic. Rushmore is a great movie. I actually really, 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 really liked Rushmore. Rushmore is a good movie. Life Aquatic was Steve. That's one of them as well. I think I was okay with that movie. Trying to think, is there anything else I'm missing? Nope. That I can think of. The French Dispatch. I never saw that one. I probably need to go watch that one. But no, for me, the Darjeeling Limited. I haven't seen that one. So I haven't seen the Darjeeling Limited, and I have not seen the French Dispatch. So I think I will watch those two. I feel like I've seen everything else that he's done. He didn't direct this, did he? No way. Hold on. No way. I have to wait. Who directed this? There's no way. I need to see who directed this movie. Okay. He must have produced it. Why is this in his thing? Okay, sorry. Yeah. Did he do? Yeah, he did Bottle Rocket. That was something I saw pop up on here. Isle of Dogs is my favorite. I like the claymation stuff and the interesting animation. I'm very excited for this Coraline movie to be released because it's such a good movie. But yeah, Isle of Dogs is the favorite. I love that movie. I was here for the curly fro girl. I was like, what is going on with the American girl? I was like, yeah, this is so funny. Back to Fierce Delicious outfit. I've given you time to vote. This was giving for me. I liked it. And then also, I thought it was really cool, like the idea of what space and aliens were 60s style with the black contact lenses, the wig. I thought the presentation was cute. I thought the helmet was interesting. We also low-key get a sneak peek of the stage from their point of view from this mirrored, like, it almost looks like someone took like a, like a little whisking bowl or something and just put it on her face and was like, okay, walk, girl. But no, it's actually really very, very well done. I did like this. Backpack the Fierce bit thing. It was giving. It's giving. Yeah, she's pushed her runways this year too. So like I have to give her coots. Like she did good for the, I liked some of her runways last season. Some of them I wasn't on board with, but like this season, she has not really missed the mark, in my opinion. She has not. Getting to Kennedy Davenport, but looking at Fierce's poll results, if we will. Where did they go? Did I not put up a poll for her? I thought I just did. Hold on, refresh. It didn't pop up for me. Wow. Okay, it's up now. 43% said she's cute, 28% said giving, and 27% of you chopped the look. Shout out to my choppers out there. Y'all are in there. You may not be in the live chat, but you in here. Oh my goodness. I appreciate the view. Okay. All right. So Katie Davenport, it's either giving, it's either she's cute or it is a chop. How you feeling? Commence, shake, down. This gave Summer of 69 for me. This she's referring to was the Black Panther movement in reference to this. I was here for that. I liked how this came together. Personally, I was here for the style. I also felt like I could have seen her as a character in like a show in the 70s, like late 60s, early 70s, as like the neighbor or some sort of, you know what I mean? Like, hold on, let me make sure I got my timelines together. I love how I try to type in good and I typed in God and then like so many different pictures of what God is supposed to look like came out. That was from 74 to 79. I feel like this could have still found its way into some sort of sitcom show like that. Like Candy was the neighbor and she was walking in. Hey, girl, where are you going? And it was very much that we're about to get over there. Oh. Wait, hold on, Matthew. Sorry, y'all. I'm getting so much is popping up in my head. I'm thinking of movies. What year was that based in? I just need to know what year this movie was based in. 73. Okay, so I can put Crooklyn in this category. Yes, I can. I can. I can put it. I was like, wait, where could I see her in? And what movie could it be? I could see her as a character in Crooklyn as someone who's really jazzy. Uh-huh. But also this gives like color story if this was like in a living color sketch that I really like. You can do what you wanna do. And then color. Shout out to YouTube. I don't know what's been going on lately. You haven't been really putting me in the algorithm, and you should. But I have found so many videos of In Living Color supercuts and full episodes and like Adult Swim, like the entirety runs of it. I don't know. It's a lot. Like lately I've been finding some stuff where I'm like, okay, this is actually shit I've been wanting to see. And you haven't been giving me that lately. So thank you. I told you I like reruns. I'm not becoming that person. All the new stuff isn't hitting me anymore. Oh my gosh. She's like one of the grandma's friends from Crooklyn. Thank you. Right? I forget where they having, I forget the whole scene. did she have like friends over or something like that? The grandma had friends over and she was like babysitting the girls. You remember when the dog got caught in the couch? Fifi, oh Fifi. She lost it with that dog. She couldn't find it, and they pulled up the pull-out couch, and the dog flew out. It was so funny. Oh my god, so sorry. It was the way the dog came out. Oh yeah, sweetie, sweetie. Oh, so weird. He was like this. No, 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 no. Oh my god! Remember when the girl was being chased from the store, and Spike Lee. I have to give you some credit because that's one of my favorite tricks that you've done in your films. It's that POV of someone riding their bicycle or like running, and then the camera's on them, but then you can still see from a clear point of view the two people behind them chasing them, and it's clear. It almost feels like, oh yeah, we're talking about black cinema here, Liam. That's why you're in confusion right now. I'm gonna get back to it. You see, that's how I know you really didn't go to the Piggly Wiggly. I'm just saying. And they're running. It's like that whole scene, the way he does that framework with his films. I love that shit so much. That's also where I saw RuPaul for the first time. Yep, that it was Crooklyn, and she was in the bodega. Can't get none of these. What was it? Was it goodies or cookies? I forget. You can't get none of these goodies. She was dancing with the shop owner. Oh, take me back, take me back, take me back, take me back. Yeah, Liam, I would recommend Crooklyn as far as viewing is concerned. Well, if you ever wanted to get to know me a lot better, I would definitely recommend watching that movie. Because that was something I got to see all the time. All the time. My name is Connie, right? Connie. Oh, and Alfre Woodard was in that movie too. I think you should watch that movie. I would highly recommend it to everybody, to be honest with you. It's a great movie. It's a great movie. It is emotional. There are some emotional moments in the film, but it does give an interesting view of time back then for, like, I forget where they were, but it was a really good view of a black family in that time frame coming up. And I think that we had it on VHS. My mom loved that movie. My dad likes that movie. But yeah. Spike Lee had some really good films. There's one in particular I don't like, but like he had some really, really good stuff. Good stuff back in the day. Mm-hmm. Pesky, emotional roller coaster is how I put it. You're gonna be laughing. Yeah, you're gonna be laughing, and then you're gonna be sobbing. Definitely sobbing. I love the ending of that movie, though, Pesky. I love that ending. That ending it just was like, all right. I loved it. Yeah, it's one of my favorite movies. No. No, I'm not going to stop going off topic. As a matter of fact, hey everybody, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for being here today. We let's just stay off topic for about 5 minutes here, and just have a good old time. Yeah, so I would recommend that movie, Liam. Let me think of some more movies I could recommend off topic here for you, and let you know where it is. Let's see here. Ooh, this is gonna take a little while. You might need to leave. Yeah. So right. Okay. The only one disrupting. You know what I'm saying? The only one. Y'all don't even educate no more. I do what I want to do, and that's just where we're gonna keep it. If you don't like me, I'm good on it. It's all right, baby. It may not be for you. So let's talk about Cheryl now. Cheryl with her look for the summer of '69 here. Cheryl, you looked cute. I was actually here for this. Come on, Giving. Chop. Giving, she's cute, or Chop. I agree with Brooklyn Heights. Very much agree with Brooklyn Heights. You invest in red hair. invest in this color hair. Invest in it. Invest. Because I was like, oh, she does look really good in red hair. Like Alexis Bevel's energy, red, good look in hair. Because Alexis looks really good in red hair. So like this gives that sort of same feel where like, oh yeah, this actually really works with you. Did you read the Kennedy poll? No, we're off topic, DW. Yeah, let's talk about Katie's poll real quick. 42% said giving, 34% said she's cute, and 22% of you chopped the look. I was rushed. I'm so sorry. Okay, so yeah, she looked really cute though. I was here for it. I was like, this is cute. This is cute, Shazza. This is very cute, very cute. It's not a big look. I think if you had a bigger look, it would have competed with Lemons, and I think there would have been more of a chance of her winning. But when she came out and Miss Julie Gart, yeah, it was like, well, I'm afraid we're gonna have to keep it on. She got you, girl. But this is very cute nonetheless, so I have to give it a shot. So I'm like, this is cute. I think Alexis would do well on Drag Race, but you know, both her and Darby would do very well on the show. I think if they ever try to audition, that would be a smart move. Whether they win or not, they do pretty well. I can see it happening. I do wish you couldn't see the corset bulges through the dresses. You know, a little pucker. Also, think about maybe it wasn't time to like iron it out fully all the way. I don't know. I'm trying to give her a little give her a little room here. A little bit. It's cute for Cheryl. It's really cute for Cheryl. It's cute for Shazza. She looks like Jerry Halliwell. This is our portion of the show where we go off topic again. I love the Spice Girls. I really do. Really do. Really, really do. Oh my God. Like, great group. I just was not there for the era when Ginger wasn't there. And I'm like, I hate to admit it. I just wasn't there. I just wasn't there. I couldn't do it. I was like, it's no longer the same for me. I'm sorry. And I know they had some like a good song that came out of it, but I just, I didn't care for it afterwards. But I still think Spice World's one of the greatest movies of all time. Well, at least the campiest movie of all time. But I love her. I love Spice World. Spice Girls are great. Yeah, I just couldn't do Holla. I wasn't there for that time frame, Fred. I'm sorry. It was Spice. It was what the wannabe. Or it was Spice, Spice, and then all that kind of stuff, right? Yeah, very that. Baby girl, nobody is pressed. You're the only one that is upset right now. What have you not cleared about that, stupid? Like, you cannot be this dumb. Bitch, you're actually sitting here talking about me being pressed over feedback. You're the only one giving it. Out of all the 100-something people that are here right now, you're the only one that has told me you're going off topic, and that's annoying. Like, jump into the conversation, stupid. Be smart. You're not that smart. You look stupid right now. Just you. I don't have to block you, dummy. Just be here for yourself. I'll take that view from you. But girl, you talking about pressed? Bitch, you're the only one having this conversation with yourself about me ranting Matty-Rants. Corny. Corny. Where were we at? I was not into Holla. That wasn't my thing. Okay, I wasn't really into Holla. Wasn't that kind of girl and all that kind of stuff. But like other things, yeah. LL Shady Girl, you had something to say. Yeah, can we talk about how good the season of Canada versus the World has been? We can. We can. And you still here trying to get your point across too. Like, girl, come on. Bitch, wear you out online and in person. The fuck you talking about? I'm pressed. No, I'm laughing because you're still talking about it. Don't give a fuck. Alexis, Lemon, Cheryl, and Kennedy have been doing it for me. The majority of the cast, if you will, honestly, has been very entertaining. I do wish some of the queens that went home early got a little bit more time and more of a chance to do something. But other than that, like, there you go. It's been a good season. I just don't like the 6-episode arc because it does feel like Maybe if we got a little bit more time, maybe if we got a little something to go with it, it would be different. But it's not, and it's just where it's at. But but I like it. It's a good season so far, and it also gave me a chance to like Cheryl more. Like Jesus, thank you, Barry. Right. Give all of it. Constructive criticism, girl. You missing the point of the whole show, and you've lost the plot. So that's why there's nothing constructive about it. You over here just being stupid. Now to the queens here. We kind of knew where this was going. I do think it would have been cool if Cheryl got a W. Not to shade Lemon, because she already would have still had a great track record going into the finale. It's like you never were in the bottom, you had a W, so you would have been good. But like, I think that like Cheryl, as much as I'm like, I don't care for this or that or whatever, you did put you did a lot of work this week. You even fought for the role that you actually did well in, so it actually worked in your favor. All of that jazz, like real talk, it would have been something. So, I see Lemon winning. She had a beautiful gown. Runway was great. Performance was great. It was like 10s across the boards there. But I did feel bad for Cheryl because I was like, well, shit. Now you got to go into the finale and you got to pray for a LaPhillip moment. Okay. You got to pray for a LaPhillip moment at this point. Like, you now have to beat Lemon, Alexis, and Kennedy. Yeah, it's gonna be a tough ride. Tough ride, but it can happen. It can happen. That's that is oh my god, Anthony Tongue Pop did make it to the finale. Wow. Tongue Pop, the whole group made to the finale. Ain't that something? Mm-mm. Critiques were critiquing. We get to Untucked. Kennedy got emotional, something that we don't normally see in these situations like that. When Alexis came to her aid, it really, was a sweet thing to see. I appreciate the sisterhood that they have there. Fierce, though, I'm going to be real. And I get why Lemon did what she did. And I understand it's like, I want to compete with the very best. Totally there, girl. You could have done one of the most strategic things possible. And it would have been no one would have blinked. I wouldn't have blinked for sure, and made it so that both Americans were in the bottom and had to lip sync to go into the finale. Like, I get it, and I see where Kennedy is at, and I felt those emotions too. And I'm also like, that's the person who I'm rooting for to win the show. It doesn't feel like that's going to happen because of how things are playing out, but like, I want her to do well as well. But I'm also like, honey, honey, this is the last chance to use this beaver. The final way to get our point across, the final way to do a stunt and to really gag somebody. Bitch, I would have saved Fierce with her track record and everything. I'd have saved her. Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. Please. Saved her. And I would have had the two girls that would have given me the hardest run in the finale. Now y'all got it. Now you both have to lip sync. Because technically Alexis hasn't lip synced yet, and neither did Kennedy. There was already an American winner. This is my American ass saying this, okay? There was already an American winner. So, like, I'm gonna be a Canadian in this moment and be like, yeah, we're gonna have to make sure that we're going into the finale. This isn't about merit and bullshit. That's fine that Lemon did that. For me, no. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. You two old heifers gonna have to lip sync. Go on. One of you can come, not both of you. It's been a great ride. Feel you. We dropped the elephant off. Now it's time for one of you. Yep, let's go. Fierce wasn't gonna win. No shade, Fierce. Hey, friend. No shade. Like Lemon would be going in with the best track record. Because let's say if Alexis beat her, but if Kennedy beat her, she'd still be going in with the best track record. One American, one Canadian. I'm sorry, one American, one UK, and two Canadians going in, versus how it was the previous season with two Americans, one from the UK and one from Canada. This is a repeat of last season in terms of representatives going into the finale for Canada versus the world. Like legit. Like, as a reminder, one of the main reasons I enjoyed this season of UK versus the world too is because high key, we weren't in there for the finale. No Americans were in there. And I love us. Shout out to America. Woohoo. But like, sometimes with these international franchises, I'm here for the other girls getting the pie versus us, unless we are chewing the most. And I love Kennedy and I want her to win. I also can see the writing on the wall. You know what I mean? Where it's like, well, who outside of Kennedy with her 2 W's is going to take this? This bitch right here. I'd have made a fight. Eureka had a whole story about their sobriety and sobbing and shit. They made her lip sync. All right, I'm done. Oh my goodness. The plot was lost earlier, but I'm glad we came back to the point. Disclaimer, this program is for entertainment purposes only and content is not intended to malign any religion. You know what? Actually, I'm going to skip all that. Grab your libations and strap in. Maddie is a talker. You may be here for a while. I'm just going to stop that and just get right to that point here. We're going to get to where we need to get to, but we like to look outside the car. That is how I would describe my channel. We're on a road trip. We're not on an express jet. We're not on a bullet train. We're on a road trip. We're stopping and we're seeing everything. It may not be for you, but I love what I do. So, how far I'll go? Alicia Cara version, because this is not her original song. Okay. Alexis beat her. The end. And Fierce, you tried, baby. You did. Girl, you were up against a seasoned vet, and that is the truth. I love you down, Fierce, and you did really well last week. You are up against a veteran, and it really showed. And I hate that for you. I hate it for you. Because when I saw Alexis go into what looked like a brunch number, yes, Alexis, this gives me Senor Frog's brunch beginning number. And you doing slow little number. You're only going to do gowns and you reveal out your big coat into a nice shiny gown. And you, again, don't even have to do that much. Like Alexis wasn't even at 100% here. Like no shade. No shade. Alexis wasn't even doing the most. I was like, girl, she's not even giving you a run. She's just doing a regular show and eating. I have seen this lady before. I'm like, yeah, like she's just doing a regular run. All of Alexa's hand movements, bit, face, I was like, yeah, like that. She's giving classic drag right here, kids. Very that. Move that little coat around, sister. Then the way she took it off and then let the other dress do the work for the, I was like, yo, love my sister Fierce. She bodied. Like Alexis bodied. I was like, yo, this is bad. I like Serene too. There are some times she be doing things and I just be looking like, girl, what is happening? What did you see during that lip sync that pulled you into this ravens in the middle of a vision stare? Like what is going, like, did y'all not clock this during the lip sync? At one point, you would have thought someone hit her in the back of the head or she just like sat on something very long and strange. Like I was like, what did she see? Not one part of that song, I was like, oh, this looks like a poster for Long Legs. And like she opened the door and then she's supposed to see something crazy. And it's like what it like I just don't know what she saw that gave the fuck. I don't know. So I like her. She's a spirit. She's so nice. I don't ever see her giving like actual critical critiques on people. I just don't see that. Not in her spirit. Not Serene. But I don't know what she saw here, but man, it's like giving Insidious. You remember the mom was at the table? And then she saw the man peer from behind. That's what this is giving. Like she was in the middle of a moment, and then I saw him. I love you, Serene, but I just didn't see this face. I was doing my screenshots. I was like, what the fuck? Did you see it? What is it? What is it? What have you done? What have you done? It's like she walked in on Toni Collette sawing her neck off in Hereditary or some shit. Like, baby. God bless you, though. The makeup is everything. Love how it's done here. Fierce tried. It was fierce. It was. But Alexis was supposed to embody this mother. She knew. Oh, when Mama started doing a little I said, oh, I'm sorry, girl. I'm sorry. It's the rap. It's a rap. It's a rap. It's a rap. My biggest fan is back. What a loser. All right, continuing on with this, y'all. Alexis did what she did. And she did a really good job. Personally, I was here for the performance aspect of it all. And Fierce, you tried your best, baby. You tried your best, my love. You did. I love it when people have to come into multiple accounts to try me. A little loser. Continuing on with this, Alexis and of course Fierce hug, but Alexis is going to stay. That's just how this is going to be. Fierce, you left great though. It was giving fit-delicious. I loved it. I'm here for that. But you left the realest note on the mirror, baby. Like I wasn't gonna pay that girl no attention because she can lie in the chat if she wants to. Like you can lie about it. You can't do what I do. But congrats, Lemon. Congrats, Lemon. I said Fierce. If Lemon wins, that's even funnier. It was Fierce Delicious, Fabulous, Fourth Delicious, Fifth Delicious. I think that Fierce deserves another chance on television, don't you? Get that girl on more TV shows. Please and thank you. Shout out to Fierce Delicious. Love you, friend. And for what it's worth, you did a really good job this season. Some episodes were a little tough, and you also were saying a lot of things that we were in the audience were saying. Very much that. We were all like, yeah, girl, should have been, but it is what it is. So I did enjoy you this season. You did a good job. So please give yourself a pat in the back for that. And don't think that, oh God, they did me over. No, you at least brought some hella good entertainment for the majority of the season since we're out before the finale. And it does look like the queens who were eliminated are coming back because I saw Kahana post about it. So I'm like, okay, that's going to be dope to see some of them again. But we shall see. We shall see. We're done talking about the episode now. If you have a new account, you can speak. Oh my God. I need to make sure I have my meme in my video ready the next time I have to deal with some shit like that again and put in Phaedra Luther. Drewski, thank you for the super chat. We need surreal life, but with drag queens, to be quite honest. I mean, we're about to get that. They're going to do the winter vacation. Yeah, they're going to do the winter vacation. The winter vacation. Yes, we need to real life, but with drag queens. Yeah, winter vacation. The slaycation, that's what it's called. Like, I'm totally aware. We're about to wrap this up, kids. All right, hold on just a second here. Should I do this one or that one? I'll do this one. Hold on, the video is going to pause for just a second. One moment. I'm like trying to have a face where it pauses. I'm like, I need a pause face. I need a pausing face. I need a pause face. Oh, goodness gracious. Yeah, so this has been an ongoing thing, and I think that this is Comcast. I don't know if it's like their servers are up around this time, but y'all have noticed this when I've gone live around the same time frame. Something happens with the Wi-Fi, so I think there's like a surge of people that are using it, and it's like bringing it down. I don't know. I gotta hit them up about that, or they're letting me know, bitch, we gotta pay this bill, which we do Sunday. So listen, before I go, this was not my favorite episode. However, I get what they're trying to do. I like they're trying to do some changes, maybe work that a little bit differently, but all in all, not horrible. Just not my cup of tea. Who do I think is going to win the season? I think Lemon is going to win the season. Lemon is more than likely going to be the first I see to win this season for sure. Yep, and the Wi-Fi just went out. Aha! I clocked it. See, I knew when my webcam was slowing down, I was like, the Wi-Fi is starting to dip. So let me go ahead and just hotspot it real quick, and I clocked it. But I think Lemon's gonna win it. Best track record so far. They're bringing it back to Canada. A good redemption arc as far as them doing pretty good season one, but sort of missing the mark right before the finale. Then we get to UK versus the world, and they were the first out, and it was like a big blow. And now we come back to what's it called? Bing, bing, bing. We come back to now Canada versus the world, and it's like, of course, I'm doing better. I finally figured myself out. Let's go, right? The thing about it is, too, this episode with Lemon, she had that breakdown in the beginning, or I guess in the confessional, where it was like, I just really felt bad about myself and blah, blah, blah. And I was thinking to myself, this is definitely the redemption arc. This is definitely I figured me out. I'm not good with me. I don't have to question myself. I can do my own thing and I'm going to be fine. And I think that's cool. I'm also just like, if Lemon wins this, I'm not going to be mad. I'm not going to be like, that's bullshit. It would make sense. If Kennedy wins it, I'm going to be happy because that's my number one. I love her down. If Alexis wins it, I'm going to be happy. It's my number two. If Cheryl wins it, I'll be shocked. But it would be a gag. In not a bad way. It just would be a gag. Like, what? Like, I need to see the final episode. You know what I mean? It'd be like, we have to see how that goes down. But to me, it's Lemon's race to lose currently, if you will. And for 6 episodes, I did enjoy the majority of it. This wasn't my favorite, but it's been a good run. And I will put casting as the reason why this was so good. The casting was good. They got some good queens on here. They got some messy girls a little bit. They got some people that will fire shots back. And it's like, okay, let's go. And that makes a good season sometimes when you do cast people who have been on there before, but know the game. Now, I really don't have to address this, but I'm going to because it's my channel and because I feel like talking even more. I go off topic. I'm going to go off topic. I will always go off topic. This is a rant. We just talk over here. It's long ass conversations, sometimes to the point of, okay, are we still there? If it's not for you, it's not for you. I am not going to have nobody talking to me out the side of their neck. I'm not going to have someone try to then victimize themselves and somehow place it on a, you can't take constructive criticism, you're a punk. Okay, let's get that real clear. You create new accounts to come for me. I don't even think about you. You're a fan, not me, sweetie. So at the end of the day, I'll continue doing this, whether I got the money, whether I'm poor, whether I'm rich, whether I'm okay, in between. That is this channel. That is what I do. You know what I'm saying? This is what my audience knows me for. You're not a part of that audience if you talk to me like that. I can be wrong, most certainly. I can be also nasty and rude too. Very that. But if you roll up in here thinking you can just talk out the side of your neck to me, bitch, on camera, off camera, tag, you're it. And it's a promise. Okay? But the people I give a fuck about, you see how they wrapped you up? That's how that works. That's what that looks like. That's that love. Get you some of that. Hope you find it. But like, I saw that little comment about the dips and flips. Oh, poor you. Poor liar. Now you're a liar too? What a shame. What a shame. What a shame. You know what I'm saying? Don't waste your time on me. Waste your time on people that you actually give a fuck about, that give you the 10-minute videos that you need and you're concerned about, and have that focus be on that. My attention is for these people in my audience that are wanting to listen to me talk all day, if that, or a portion of the day, that then put me on and I make their day. Those are my people. That's the ones that matter. Okay, so I love you, Rant Pack, and I appreciate y'all so very, very much. I do this for you, not for anybody else. When they finally realize that, they'll really be closer to the heaven they're looking for. But twirl and swirl, Tito, like, ask these motherfuckers out here. They will tell you my hands are ready to eat for everyone, and this mouth is very much a sword and shield. Like, I've been kind lately because I just want to be. But like, when you're going to come over here and we can run it all back and be nasty the way you were and then try to disguise it as some sort of criticism, you're a loser. You're weird. Come on now. Hey, Jose, love you too. And it's okay, because we all got lives to do. Sometimes the live shows ain't really where it's at, and you got to just step away for a second. I always see my Rant Pack family do that. It's okay. I don't hold that. That's not something I hold together. I don't get no more subscribers. Oh, well, I'm doing what I love to do. It just sounds like you're a girl that is only concerned about charts, and you're not concerned about the product. With a new version of a new version of a new version. It's just weird. But yeah, at the end of the day, I didn't have to make a new account to say what I wanted to say. I didn't have to sit there on my computer and cuss me out in silence in a room by myself. I didn't have to do that today. You did. I did. And so I laugh at you. And where you take your conversation to where you take it to, so you can find someone to validate your feelings. I hope you get it. I hope you do. You sound like a child. Grow up. But yes, other than that, I hope everyone else had a good time today. I hope y'all had fun. I had a good time. Okay. I had fun today, even though this episode wasn't really my favorite thing in the universe. It just, we made it work. Plus, I got to the 2-hour marker here. So, you know, we went off topic for that. Thanks. Remember, tomorrow, instead of the panel at 4 o'clock, we'll be doing the Global All-Stars Part 1 and Part 2. I will be posting, we'll be doing, yeah, we'll still do the polls for that one. Will we? Yeah, we'll still do the polls for that one. I'll let Cheryl have the longest vote possible. Like, how can I stay on topic when you are trying to distract me? Oh my God, that's what I need to start saying now. That is, you know what? The new response. How can I stay on topic when you're trying to distract me? That's the new response. That is going to be, yep, that's going to be what I just say now. I can't stay on topic. I can't stay off it or on it unless you're trying to stop me from you're literally stopping the flow. We were having a good time. Then here you come. Can you imagine? Exactly. I literally we title episodes. Whatever they're about to be, they'll be, but we just title episodes. Oh, I'm weak. Shut up. That is something to put on. Like, I can't get to the finish line, honey. You wanted to have your C. It's okay. It's whatever. They may have something, they may have issues where they need to get things like really quickly. They may not have the capacity to listen to people and all that kind of stuff. That could be dangerous. Gotta be worried about those kind of folks. Yeah. But yeah, listen. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for being here today. A hater or two, all my lovers though, boo. All of that. It's been fun. I got a friend on the way. DW is on his way over here now. And then what am I gonna do? I already prepped most of Global All-Stars, so I'll be ready to go tomorrow. That will not be an issue. Trust me, I did a lot of work last night. I was just like, let me just get all my shit today. We are gonna have a good time over there. We do have a lot to talk about, so we'll try our best to stay on topic. Our super best. I'm gonna go flop over in the corner because I don't know how to do anything. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love y'all though. Thank you for the super chats today. Thank you for the tippy poos. If you want to drop a tippy poo in my jar, PayPal, Cash App, and Venmo is right there for you. Please and thank you. But yeah. I'm sorry. No, it's actually very funny. So like, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for being here. Have a good one. I will see you tomorrow. Maybe even this little. You gonna come back tomorrow, girl? You gonna come back? All right, we'll see you. Bye, y'all. A loser.
Listen.
Yeah.